What makes this rivalry so great? Is it the passion, the heartbreak?
They've offloaded us, and they're in!
The triumph, or something much deeper? Truth is, greatness needs a counterpart. They need to believe somebody is out there who's just as motivated, just as determined, out there working harder than they are.
Can you pick it up for next week?
Of course we can.
It started as a game of redemption, with the All Blacks showcasing their dominance, reigning supreme in the Garden of Eden.
The All Blacks say, this is our house.
We've got to be on our game, our very, very best game.
But how much it can all change in a week. The Irish silenced the doubters, creating history.
And Ireland have beaten the All Blacks in New Zealand.
Live from the windy capital, these two heavyweights will collide for a third and final time, as if destiny were a mirror. Two nations, proud cultures. Overcoming adversity is in their DNA.
We're not here just to take part. We're here to take over.
We have other people coming to our shores, and we're going to defend the land.
Tonight, from sold-out Sky Stadium, the rivalry will come to a head in a match for redemption, for legacy, for destiny. The finale of the 2022 Steinlager Series begins now.
It's been 24 years since the All Blacks lost 2 test matches in a row on home soil. But tonight here in Wellington, a talented Irish team has the chance to replicate the Springboks and the Wallabies of 1998 and take the 3-match series. Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai, haere mai, joined in commentary tonight by Ian Smith sideline and former All Black Justin Marshall.
Good evening, Grant. Welcome, everybody. No mai, haere mai, te whānau, kia ora. Faucha to all the Irish joining us tonight. It's crunch time. The series is on the line. There's been so much chat, debate and pressure, which has only hyped this game to another level. Both teams, they're fired up and ready to go. Bring it on, bring it on.
The All Blacks winning at Eden Park, Ireland bouncing back in Dunedin. Plenty of tension as the two teams prepare, and let's meet them now. And George Bower again starts on the loose head side of the All Black scrum against the impressive Tadhg Furlong. The two men in the middle of the front rows, Cody Taylor and Dan Sheehan. The All Blacks make a change at tight head. In comes Nepo Laulala to pack against the dual try scorer from Dunedin, Andrew Porter. Tadhg Burnham-Munster lines up at lock against Brodie Retallick in test number 95. While Sam Whitelock is back after missing the second test, James Ryan for Ireland. Another big change in the All Black pack, replacement, Akira Ioane at blindside against the combative Peter O'Mahony. The All Black captain Sam Cane wears 7 and Josh van der Flair for Ireland. And two highly impressive players in the back of the scrum, Ardie Savea and Caelan Doris.
Final showdown between two fantastic competitors, Aaron Smith and Jamison Gibson-Park. Beauden Barrett pulling the strings again at first 5. Opposite is Johnny Sexton, who's been absolutely outstanding. Sevu Reece and Mac Hansen equally possess speed and brilliant footwork. David Havili's silky skills go toe-to-toe with Bundy Aki's power. Fantastic achievement for Rieko Ioane, 50th test. Robbie Henshaw moves out of position to centre. Try-scoring maestro Will Jordan starts on the right wing. Familiar face for him opposite James Lowe. Geordie Barrett commands the backfield from fullback, and the very impressive Hugo Keenan for Ireland. Okay, let's go to Ian Smith's sideline for the reserves and match conditions.
Kia ora katoa to Justin and to Grant. Well, tonight, one of the most eagerly awaited All Black debuts in years, and it is for Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He's made the jump across. Can he make the leap up? And Joey Carberry, the heir apparent to the legend that is Johnny Sexton, he has been impressive off the bench twice already in this series. Conditions absolutely perfect. It's been a wonderful day in Wellington. It's gone through into the evening. Not a breath of wind to speak of. Underfoot conditions. There'll be a little give in the track after rain throughout the week, but by and large, absolutely perfect, Nisbo.
Thank you, Smithy. Yes, what a sight this is. Sky Stadium, chocker. And everything is on the line in this game, no doubt about that. And Johnny Sexton to bring the Irish team out, so impressive in Dunedin last week. As we mentioned, just the one change. So coach Andy Farrell has been really consistent throughout this series. Well, a familiar sight around the rugby fields of New Zealand. For both counties, Manukau and the Chiefs, Bundy Aki has become a star in Ireland. The 32-year-old of Samoan descent has been in Ireland since 2014. Tonight plays test number 40, coming in for the injured Gary Ringrose. So the Irish are there. The All Blacks are keen to join them, that's for certain. So much has been spoken about and written during the week. And Sam Cane about to bring the All Blacks out. The All Blacks' second most capped test player resumes duty tonight. The veteran is now in his 13th season in the test arena, and his leadership and vast experience was sorely missed last week in Dunedin after an outstanding effort in Auckland. Okay, the two sides now lining up, so let's join them for the national anthems.
People, one and all, if you're able, would you please now be upstanding and join us in the singing of Ireland's Call, sung by Rebecca Nelson, and the New Zealand national anthem, led by Frankie Stevens.
Two rousing anthems to set the scene for the big decider here at Sky Stadium tonight. Now the All Blacks with the haka. Well, tension, expectations, nerves, excitement, anxiety, anticipation. A full gambit of emotions on show here at the stadium, and I'm sure around the television sets of New Zealand and Ireland. It's all on the line, and the All Blacks really got stuck into that one, Justin.
Certainly did. I think that's a culmination of last week's result, the pressure of this week, and as you mentioned, the expectation of this test match. And Ireland, as they've done all series, moved themselves forward for the challenge as well.
Wayne Barnes of England has the whistle tonight. Carl Dixon, Christoph Ridley are his assistants, and Tom Foley is the TMO. So the officials are in place, and the players about to join them. 99th test match for Wayne Barnes over a long career. Yes, the 1937 Springboks and the Wallabies in 1986 are the only two teams that have managed to win here in New Zealand in a 3-match series. Big night for Bundy Aki, one of 3 Kiwi-born players in the Irish backline.
Got about 30 seconds, Johnny, and there's a countdown clock. Okay.
Some last-minute adjustments for the All Blacks, and we will be set to roll at Sky Stadium.
Time you run.
The big decider is underway as Sexton makes the kickoff, and the All Blacks, through Will Jordan, take it down just inside the 22.
No.
And Aaron Smith will look to get this one
And use it.
downfield. Punching it low. It was touched too by one of the Irish players. Now snapped up by Hugo Keenan, the fullback. It's there for Gibson Park. Good charge early by Caelan Doris. Now Gibson Park again. Sexton moves it on for Aki. Remember, Ireland have made the better start in the 2 previous test matches. And here's Doris bursting through a couple of tackles. Gibson Park away for Sexton. Keenan is in. Beautiful pass. Real chance here with O'Mahony. Slipped the pass, but he gave it away to Barrett instead. Beauden Barrett. It was intended for James Lowe, but Barrett managed to make a big play for the All Blacks, and now Laulala, as the All Blacks are only 6 or 7 metres away. And back it goes for Havili. And David Havili back in the starting lineup, clears it away.
Oh, talk about a start. Ireland so good with ball in hand. Here's the break on the Laulala tackle. And then down the touchline they streak. Beauden Barrett managed to get in the way. Nice little break on the outside. Inside ball. You can see O'Mahony just looking to get James Lowe away. Couldn't quite find him, but early pressure for Ireland and injury problems for Geordie Barrett.
Yep, they're going to continue without him or not. Wayne Barnes is just making that decision now. Bit of a wayward kick first up from Aaron Smith, gifting possession without a chase.
Ball thrown in, claimed by James Ryan. Flicked it out to it. Here's Aki on the charge. Ireland again making a very good start. Doris driven back in the tackle of Beauden Barrett. Off it goes for the try scorer from last week, Andrew Porter. Still just 10 metres short of the line. Backing in goes Targ Byrne. All Blacks have turned this over. Laulala's grabbed it. He might have missed an early tackle, but he's made an important turnover. Now, can the All Blacks outflank Ireland here?
Turnover 5.
Sevu Reece. No, come back. They're playing their own little game here. The referee has gone back, and I suspect he's penalised Laulala. Nepo Laulala, who appeared to turn the ball over.
I think he's got Sam Cane. So Sam Cane's...
7, tackled 7 off the ball.
Sam Cane's taken out his opposite, Jos van der Fleer. So Ireland, who have been very good in this series at camping themselves inside the All Blacks 22. Very interested to see their mindset from here early in this Test match. Johnny Sexton, the captain and goal kicker.
Well, they won the toss and chose to kick off, so they immediately were able to get a territorial advantage. And hello, this is a very interesting move. With 3 minutes gone in the game.
Well, he went straight to James Ryan, and he said, you guys get this sorted. I'm kicking in the corner. That's why they've had the huddle. Just look for Sam Cane. Quite a shot there, but that was the turnover from Laulala at the end. Didn't matter.
So Dan Sheehan to throw. Taken in by James Ryan. And Ireland looking to impose themselves early. They've got it under control here. They're still going. And they score early. 3 times in a row. And it could be Josh van der Flier.
The courage. The courage of Johnny Sexton and all of his Irish players to turn down a very kickable 3, to go for more, and they got more in abundance. The line-out maul was very well taken in the middle. Ryan got it, and it spun away to the left, but once they got that second bit of momentum, they were virtually unstoppable. The power and the surge, the All Blacks players were too far to the right, and Van der Flier goes over early in the Test match once again for Ireland.
Well, the attitude stems from last week's win. Just brimming with confidence. They believe in everything they're doing, particularly at the start of a Test match, at the first half and after half-time. They have been so impressive at hitting the All Blacks exactly where it's hurt. No real emotion from the coach there. It's almost as if he expected it.
Chance to go over 1,000 in international rugby. This includes points for the Lions as well. Dragged it away to the left. But the early damage has been done. Josh van der Flier. Sorry, Justin.
All those players on the left for the All Blacks, they didn't adapt and adjust to the maul spinning away to the touchline. Once it went that way, all the Irish players were there. The All Blacks had 3 defenders.
Hold your time.
And they simply could not stop the flow.
Beauden Barrett then with the restart. Early setback for the All Blacks as Archie runs it strongly to the 22.
Inside.
Still inside the 22, so Gibson Park can bang it off downfield. Taken in by Geordie Barrett. Got off to his brother Beauden. Irish pouring in. Here is Laulala again. Away for Smith. Now Barrett. Havili. Good contest in the air there. It was knocked forward by Mac Hansen. And so the All Blacks back in possession and making some very solid progress, as you'd expect. Ardie Savea.
Off you go, Tabby. You don't need to push him. No problem. Around his head. Tackle lower, please. Grab him around his neck.
So it was a head-high tackle.
Quite clearly, the All Blacks line-out wasn't as fluid as it has been without Sam Whitelock. Let's just see what their tempo is like with him there. He is the key line-out caller, and their tempo is always so much better with him involved.
In your camp, please.
7 gone in the Test match, 5-0. As the All Blacks win it through Savea. Now Smith away for Beauden Barrett. Boy, this will come down in a very dangerous position. But what a catch from Mac Hansen.
Just a step, Aaron. Thank you.
Very good defensive play by the Irish right winger. Cleared away.
Four lines, 4 lines.
Barrett thought about a quick throw.
Not now. That's a middle.
Cody Taylor once more. This time towards the back, and it's been intercepted. So one against the throw as Gibson Park rips it across for his hooker, Sheehan. Gibson Park
okay,
again.
Let him go, please. And use it.
Beauden Barrett is waiting back there, just on his own side of halfway. Beautifully taken in the face of Hansen. Then driven to the ground, but it's there for Smith to clear away. Gives it off to Savia. Makes it into Irish territory with another strong run. Smith waits again.
And use it.
This time it's Gibson Park coming forward. Never
Back
quite got there, though.
back.
And it went forward, and the All Blacks have a good advantage here as Kane holds it up right in midfield.
You've lost
Ball slow
green.
coming for
You've
Smith.
Lost green.
And clearly
You continued on the ball. You went
against
off your feet
the
and then
Irish,
let go.
playing the
One
ball on the
continued.
ground. Bundy Aki and several others had a crack at it. Well, we saw the Irish attitude when they got a penalty. The All Blacks have got a different one, though. They are going to go for goal.
Interesting tactic from the All Blacks.
Yeah, you got to play it wrong side.
Kicking from around the halfway, but the kick was accurate from Aaron Smith. They also managed to compete in the air and win it against Jameson Gibson Park, which then culminated in that breakdown in the middle of the field for Sam Cane. Bundy Aki got his execution wrong, and an opportunity for Geordie Barrett to try and take 3 back.
Well, box kicking's been a feature so far in the first 9 minutes, and both are starting to get them contestable. Just repeat the kicking conditions here tonight, absolutely perfect.
Took an early knock to the shoulder, Geordie Barrett, but back in action here to get the All Blacks on the board. And the flags have stayed down.
Josh, don't hold legs on the floor, please.
So 10 minutes gone, and Ireland continued to lead by 5-0. The All Blacks have been at their most lethal in the second quarter, but they've started poorly in all 3 test matches, as Sexton from the 22. Rico Ioane and Akita Ioane involved as the ball comes back, but knocked on by Ireland.
Scrum, black ball.
So our first scrum of the game.
First scrum then. Control at every stage, please. Let's get that break foot if we can, okay? Control at every stage, yep. Thank you.
Aaron Smith having a good yak with the back line. Let's see what they can conjure up.
Out, yes. Just wait for it to settle, Aaron, and then the ball, okay?
Will Jordan
Control.
lurking just
Crouch.
on the inside of Beauden Barrett. And Sevu
Bind.
Reece wide on the left wing.
Set.
Free kick.
Keep your break foot on, please,
So
Ireland. You
the
took
All
your break
Blacks will
foot on
probably
and all your
reset
weight came
this.
through. Keep your break foot forward. You took all of your weight back. Scrum. I thought the break foot came on, all the weight came through.
George Bower
I thought yours
and
went first, that's what I saw.
Tag Furlong have been
Are
locking
you happy with
horns
the
throughout
space, or
this
do you want a little
series.
bit more? Okay.
Change on the other side of the All Black scrum tonight
Control.
with Nepo
I need
Laulava
control
there
in these scrums.
against Andrew Porter.
From the setup, David Havili certainly has the ability to be the power runner. He's very good with his footwork, just pre-contact, gets weak shoulders
Crouch.
quite often, so he'll probably be the most likely man if they are to look
Bind.
to sit close to the scrum and then look for their options off that.
Set. Yeah. Watch stopped a second. I understand the pitch isn't great, gents, but we've got to do better with this. We need to be higher. We need more control on set. Cody, more control on set. Dan, more control on set. What I'm saying is the pitch is cutting up a little bit, but you're not setting with control. Right, hold there, please.
I wonder if they're just seeing also the All Blacks, the space in behind the first line of the Irish.
Help control.
Because Keenan is, you can see Keenan then, he's right across on the right, and James Lowe is back as well, but there is so much space in behind there for the All Blacks to try and get to.
Crouch.
No one covering that backfield.
Bind. Set.
Okay, so Aaron Smith finally gets it in. Off it goes. Jordan at first receiver for the All Blacks. Smith getting quick ball. Calling next man up, and that's Taylor. Cody Taylor sets it again for Smith. Works it across now for Akira Ioane.
Tackle away.
There's the 22 lurking to the left. Smith swings it wide. Again, it's with Taylor. And a good run too from Cody Taylor. Might have been knocked on, it was, by Ardie Savea. Tried to snap it up and just couldn't manage it.
Well, tactically, it's the same old from the All Blacks. So what they are reluctant to do in this series, for some reason, in terms of their game pattern, is continue to fold the same way. So the scrum was on the far right. Now, often teams will utilise all of that ground that they've got across to the far side and then come back. The All Blacks are getting to that midfield area, and they want to bounce back immediately to where the scrum comes from. And the Ireland are very good defending that zone. I just wonder whether or not they've got it in their mindset and game plan to actually just fold the same way a little bit in this test match. Show Ireland something different.
Well, they've lined up with Bundy Arki across to the far side. They've got a three-man split on that side.
Crouch. Bind.
James Lowe at first receiver.
Set.
He's got the powerful left boot, of course. So Gibson Park, they decide to swing it to the right, where Sexton gets it across to Keenan. Ball partially charged and taken down nicely by Kane. Releases well for Savea. Sells a big dummy and offloads to Smith. Now Ioane. Here is Jordie Barrett. Keeps it in the field of play. Coming across and waiting patiently was Keenan, and in the face of a lot of All Blacks, he's managed to get it away nicely. And no opportunity for the All Blacks to go quickly.
Boy, oh boy, he did well. Ardie Savea, biggest dummy in the game in terms of getting those players to go around the outside and then back into the middle from Jordie Barrett. And Keenan just to scoop it up in one motion and kick without knowing where a defender is. Excellent.
Sam Whitelock making the line-out calls tonight. And Retallick it is. A little untidy, but Taylor has it. Just in Irish territory. Smith across for Akira Ioane. Late replacement for Scott Barrett. Now Savea. Irish body in the road, but they moved that back now for Beauden Barrett. Another test for Keenan. And Jordan got there quickly. He knocked it on, so they'll play an advantage for the moment anyway. And Gibson Park is back. Now trying to step his way through is Doris, the number 8 forward.
Don't place it into him, you're slowing your own ball.
Gibson Park again. And here is the left boot of James Lowe. And he bangs it away down near the 22.
See, there's been some action under the high ball, hasn't there? And not sure whether that came off the hand or off the knee of Will Jordan. It might have just grazed the hand as it came down.
2 metres.
Concerted period on attack here for the All Blacks, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard as yet. The line-out throw is over the top, and Beauden Barrett not able to scoop it up. And it's back with Ireland. Gibson Park away for Lowe.
Vantage over!
And he gets it in behind Jordan. Oh, and it's an ugly kick. Bouncing it into touch on the All Black 22.
What deal with it? Andrew, you don't need to help us.
So where did he kick it from?
Outside. Outside, it's outside.
Very close to a 50-22.
Hold on, hold on.
Might have gone out just short of the 22, did it? Oh, boy. Taylor throws again. Whitelock pulls it in.
Hold. Yes.
Taylor with the ball. No real progress here, and they're in danger of losing it.
Still moving.
Still making a little bit of progress.
Don't see that coming out of there.
This will be turnover. It is. Ireland won a big battle there.
Okay, whistle's gone. Up we go. Green ball.
The moment it got disjointed, when Cody Taylor had his arms on it, the All Blacks needed to try, either get it to the ground or try and free it, because he was compromised. He was on his own. So this is where he's got it. Then they come in from the side. I think it's O'Mahony comes in from legally from the back, shuts it off there, and by the time the rest of them wrap around and the All Blacks adjust, it was too late.
Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? It looked to be, from the outset, quite an impressive one with forward momentum. And then the two players at the front, I think George Bower was one of them, might have been Sam Whitelock as well, just lost contact. At that point, Ireland seized that opportunity. And now they've got an even better one. Won't want to lose this fella. He is outstanding.
Well, he went down 3 times in Dunedin last week.
Thank you very much.
Very much the enforcer in this Irish pack is Peter O'Mahony.
Scrum your ball.
Just while we've got this moment, it's very worthwhile mentioning that all the referees are wearing black armbands. That's a mark of respect for Andrew Cole, the Australian referee who passed away last weekend.
Scrum, green ball.
Fantastic referee who tragically passed away. Our thoughts go out to his family and friends at this sad time.
We'll have a look, we'll have a chat, yeah. Yeah, okay, I thought the last scrum, first green ball was really good. First green, but okay, scrum, green ball. Same as the last one. We had some break foot there, and we had control on set.
To the scrum, and a good attacking
control on set
area for them.
This is where Bundy Aki's so powerful and dangerous. If he gets time on the ball, so he hasn't got compromised ball at the back and can get it nice and crisp, he loves that angle from outside in. So he just bounces out a little bit, and then his angle would be to go at Beauden Barrett's inside shoulder. It's where he's so powerful and dangerous, gets over the advantage line.
Set! Keep high!
It's been a good Irish scrum throughout this series. Off the back goes Doris, the little kick through, well read though by Smith. And Aaron Smith skirts away. Now they need a halfback, the All Blacks. And they get it as Adi Savia works it across.
Tackle! There's the ball. Okay, you got it. Okay,
Smith
let go of
looks
everyone on the
around
floor.
to see who's available. And it is Geordie Barrett. And he makes good contact, Geordie Barrett.
On your touchy.
Adi Savia made ground with his first 2 or 3 carries. He's had about 5 or 6 already in the first 20 minutes. The last 2, Ireland have got him at the right time. No advantage line.
Line out one by Doris. Now Gibson Park. Low there. Here is our key. Good tackle on him by Kane, though. Ireland building it up strongly here. Good step by Sheehan. Now snapped up by Tag Byrne.
Counter-ruck is good.
All good ball players, these Irish forwards. Sheehan sets it again for Gibson Park. Now Sexton looking to put it into the corner, but Jordan getting back. And Will Jordan bangs it as hard as he can. Claimed again by Sexton. Got away from one. Then through the pass to Gibson Park. Now here's Doris. Caelan Doris. 5 metres on the All Black side of halfway. Gibson Park again. Trying to wrestle his way through was Sheehan. Now Sexton again. Beauden Barrett goes early. It's been tipped back by one of the Irish players. And it's fallen loose. Now Taylor. Havili.
50-20 on.
Mac Hansen coming across, and it beats them all. And it will be a 50-22 from David Havili.
Off the back of a Sam Whitelock turnover. Got his hands on the ball, ripped it free into the capable hands of Havili, and they've got a 50-22, a chance to launch the All Blacks from inside Ireland's 22.
Sam Cane at halfback.
Which usually means the All Blacks are going to have a drive first up. No, they don't. They get it away to Taylor. Throws a loose pass to Reese. Snapped up by Rieko Ioane. Here's the captain, Kane. Ball is there. Savia has a look. Leaves it, though. Now it's a Kiri Ioane. Right out in centre field here. And the All Blacks go straight ahead. And they've earned themselves a penalty right out in front of the goalposts.
Okay, ball is a knock. Roll away, please. There's your mark. There's your mark.
Well, there's 3 on offer here. And they're going to take that.
It's not clear for me. It's not clear for me, son.
Justin, have you expected as much kicking as we've seen, even when on attack?
No, I haven't. Was hoping that the All Blacks would have more purpose about their ball carry. They've been clearly behind in their possession stakes in the first 2 test matches. Thought that they would be more focused on keeping the ball in hand in this test match, but that's not evident at the moment.
Jordie Barrett then to get the All Blacks on the board, and he does just that. It's taken 23 minutes, and Ireland continue to lead by 5 points to 3.
Too close, I'm really sorry. What stops a second, please?
Now Nepo Laulala is having a big bandage put on that left knee.
On you. Watch on, please.
So Johnny Sexton from halfway. Retallick circling around near it. Took it down beautifully. Big Brodie Retallick. Almost up to the 10-metre line. Smith across the face of Kane into the arms of Sam Whitelock. Now Smith again for Beauden Barrett. Jordie Barrett breaks a couple of tackles, showing good power. Leaves it behind for Smith. Now Laulala. Havili swings it wide. Akira Ioane. Here's a bit of space for Will Jordan.
Tackle is good.
Gets hammered as he makes the kick, but it sits up nicely for Keenan. And back it goes to his captain, Johnny Sexton, but the All Blacks make good advantage down the right wing side.
Oh, they just gave themselves a little bit of time with the return ball. With depth, it wasn't executed to perfection, but they did find space on the outside, which they've been struggling to do this series.
Thrown by Taylor, won by Retallick. Now Kane releases quickly. Jordan hands it on for Havili. Taken down by Van der Flair, the only try scorer in the match so far. Now Smith for Taylor. Irish over the ball, trying to turn it, can't do so though. It's there again for Aaron Smith. Off it goes to Whitelock. Sam Whitelock almost to the 22. Smith once more. Ioane slings it wide for Reese. Slips the first tackle. Smith goes again. Bauer gave it back. Havili, the Irish flying up here. Nowhere for David Havili to go. Ardie Savia only knows one way. Now this could open up. Rieko Ioane taken a very good tackle.
Turnover good.
Ball turned over brilliantly by Van der Flair. Here's Mac Hansen. They're running themselves into trouble. But the All Blacks are offside.
And offside. Mark says you want it.
Plenty of intent there from the All Blacks. Individuals looking to get into the game. It all started way back with Retallick. Ardie Savea with some strong charges, but it's just a little off rhythm still at the moment. Passes back on the back shoulder. Static players not really in motion. They're trying to find a way to beat this Irish defence at the moment. They still appear to be struggling to meet.
Yeah, Ireland just slowing it down a wee bit too, Justin. You kind of feel it's with this intent from the All Blacks, and every now and then the run from Savea, the little gap illustrated there by Rieko Ioane, you're just kind of sensing at ground level here there's a little change in momentum towards the All Blacks.
Dan Sheehan. Wayne Barnes wins the line-out.
If you want to turn and shout at me, OK, I'll penalise you. Let me deal with a gap. Take a step yourself, please.
Interestingly, Van der Fleur's right at the front of the line-out. Can't really consider him an option. He must be just there for a bailout.
Tag Furlong right at the back. So Sheehan lobs it in. Well done as O'Mahony drags it in. And Ireland have got a good drive going here. They've also got a penalty advantage.
Still penalty advantage.
Now the ball slipped to Gibson Park, away for Archie. Sexton, Hansen, fullback Keenan is in. Low. Can't beat the tackle of Geordie Barrett though. Here's Sexton again, shoveling it across Archie. Good power by Bundy Archie. Just near the 22 as they go blindside through Hansen. Slips it to Lowe, he's in gap. Keenan in a gap, and Keenan scores. What a terrific try by the Irish fullback.
Oh, you said it, Nisbo.
Who?
Outstanding.
You deal with it, mate.
So well drilled and organised. It all started at the line-out more, which got their momentum going forward. And under advantage then, the patience, but also when the gaps were there, they quite had the ability to make sure the pass was into the space. Nice from Hansen, equally from Keenan out the back. Lowe bides his time, really good ball placement. They swing it back through Sexton's hands into the middle. Bundy Archie takes it up. Now watch those players holding. Hansen's the first receiver. Goes to him, the skip passed on Keenan. Out to James Lowe. Little bit of a no-look pass on the inside to Keenan again, who featured so prominently in this move. And he's got too much pace and skill. He finishes for Ireland outstanding.
Yeah, it was the pass. It was the skip pass that drew Will Jordan in, wasn't it, in that last phase. There's some worried looks on those faces all of a sudden. They did have the momentum. They certainly haven't got it now. Geordie Barrett's take on James Lowe came way too late. The in pass, there was beautifully worked using the blind side.
Sexton. And this time he's got it right. Very good conversion. And the Irish fans are standing. And they lead by 12 points to 3. Just waiting here for Nepo Laulala, who's just had his knee attended to once again. 2 tries to 0 as Beauden Barrett makes the kickoff, taken in by Archie.
Inside.
So well organised, the Irish. O'Mahony for Gibson Park. Now Lowe. Again, a long, hard thump. Down to Geordie Barrett, goes quickly, away to his brother Beauden. Here's Rees. No real opportunities for Sevu Rees as yet. Now Aaron Smith clears it out,
Too far.
I think it was either Geordie or Beauden Barrett. They cleaned someone out way past the ruck, right in front of Wayne Barnes as well.
Oh, this is a big moment, because if Johnny Sexton gets brave again, this could be very, very dangerous for the All Blacks.
That line-out more's looking ominous, isn't it? Every time they've gone to it, they've got massive momentum forward.
Well, the experienced players having a yarn here about what's the best move, and they go to try for goal here.
Back to balls and mark, okay.
You can see here, just keep your eye on Beauden Barrett. He goes right through the ruck and takes out that Irish player who wasn't involved in the ruck. I think the probably debate, Smithy, was over the distance. This would have to be right at the maximum of Johnny Sexton's range, but as you've said, he hasn't got any wind opposing him, but he hasn't got any assisting him as well, has he?
Yeah, it was interesting actually, because he must have really been thinking from that angle. I think he got a good yardage with a tactical kick. He could have put Ireland well inside the All Black 22. So it must have been a close run thing, bearing in mind he took the gamble last time to do that. They scored. He has to make this pay.
To be perfectly honest too, I don't think he struck the last conversion as nicely as Johnny Sexton can strike a rugby ball.
So from 49 metres, distance is okay, and so's the direction. The gamble is justified, and Ireland lead by 15 points to 3.
Look at that focus, stays down over the ball, and he hit it very flat, and it had really good revolutions on it, struck it perfectly, over by 10 metres. Outstanding, Johnny Sexton.
Beauden Barrett kicks off. Again, it's Archie. He'll run powerfully into the All Blacks. Taken down by Jordan. Gibson Park. Sexton hands it on. Here's Lowe, looking to create a gap. Shoves Cody Taylor out of the road, and Ireland have brought it out from the 22. Gibson Park. Sexton hasn't really got the distance he would like on this kick, and it's there for Smith. Finally got it away to Beauden Barrett. Now Whitelock hands it off to Geordie Barrett. Now he slips the pass for Akira Ioane. And the All Blacks are on the 10-metre line in Irish territory. Here's Beauden Barrett. Havili searching for a gap. Very few when you're playing against Ireland. Rieko Ioane.
Tackle!
Finally got a knee down. Across for George Bower. Smith again. Beauden Barrett. Away for Kane. Irish defence again proving very hard to crack. Havili. Archie makes the tackle on him. Now Kane again. Jordan. Kicking for Sevu Reece. Just couldn't find the time to deliver the pass. Here's Retallick. Snapped up instead by Robbie Henshaw.
Bring him on, bring him on.
Geordie Barrett going back to accept this kick. He's got Beauden there with him. Now Jordan in a bit of space. Away for Akira Ioane. Thumping tackle by Tag Furlong. There's Smith again. Beauden Barrett. Long phase in play here as Geordie Barrett takes it up. Smith. Beauden Barrett kicks again. Hansen going back, and it sits up nicely for Mac Hansen. But he's not going to find touch either. So back with Beauden Barrett we go. Takes it into Irish territory. Then gets dumped in a good tackle by Keenan, the fullback it was. Here's Geordie Barrett. He stayed up in the line. Smith shovels it across to Bower. One of the longest sequences of the game so far. Rieko Ioane. Now Will Jordan. Pass goes across, and finally it all comes to an end as Havili's kick is deflected into touch.
Totally exhausting passage of play. Both teams looking to counter-attack from kicks, not wanting to put it out. I have to say the All Blacks ultimately won the duel, albeit they got a fortuitous bounce off the shins from a Havili kick through.
Andrew Porter, the loose head prop.
Okay, let's take him off and deal with it.
He's down.
To the line out. Back in. Okay.
So less than 5 minutes out from half-time. And the All Blacks yet to cross the stripe. 15-3. Taylor throws. Again, the Irish are up there. Here's hooker, Dan Sheehan. It's there for Gibson Park. Sexton hands it on for Aki. Sexton doubling round. Here's Keenan on the right. Jordan coming across. Trying to get away from Hansen. And the All Blacks trapped inside their own 22 as Smith looks around, gives it off to Laulala. That went forward. Oh dear. The two props combining, but the All Blacks now in a really nasty position.
They got picked off at the line out again, and then the intent to play Johnny Sexton with the loop around from deep. Nice kick ahead from Keenan. The chase from Mac Hansen was very good. He nailed Jordan. And then Nepo Laulala just tried for a bit of a miracle to his front row partner Bauer in a very dangerous zone. And the All Blacks pay the penalty for that offload.
Targ Furlong is down at the moment, so Ireland will take their time about that. But I think Bundy Aki has made a heck of a difference in terms of the midfield for Ireland. He has had some wonderful touches. He's made ground when he's carried. But it's the way he's linked with Sexton, outside Sexton, and then bringing Sexton outside him has been a big factor in stretching the All Blacks tonight. And then the kicks have been accurate, the chase have been accurate, and the option there to clear through the hands of Laulala was always going to be a dangerous one when they could have gone elsewhere.
Oh, you got a scrum to go to, you all right? Sure. Okay, offload forward, scrum, green ball. Really last, cut the scrum, great. Really nice balance. Scrum, green ball.
Well, you really couldn't ask for a better attacking position here. Right out in front.
We all good? There we are. Just Cody just to the left.
The platform has been good for Ireland, whether off line out or scrum so far this evening. So that brings Caelan Doris into the mix. He is explosive and good off the back of the scrum. He's got options either side of him as they stack Ireland. They've got Sexton and Bundy Aki to the left for him. And then they've got in the midfield Henshaw and also Keenan to the right. I like the option to the left.
Big decision for Jordie Barrett defending. At the moment, he's drifting at the back there, hovering to the right.
Gibson Park drags it out. They do come to the right. And it's with Keenan. Now Gibson Park. Here's Doris. Caelan Doris, the big number 8. Ball there for Gibson Park again. Slings it across to Sheehan. Oh, Keys in again. Oh, they've worked it brilliantly. And Robbie Henshaw scores for Ireland. And that's number 3.
Absolutely sensational. Every player knows where to be. When a step or a line break is made, there's always a support runner, whether it's footwork or the pass finding the man. From the scrum, they went to the right as they spin it back. Nice little behind ball. You can see from Sheehan. Then on to Bundy Aki. And a short little pass to Henshaw. Ireland, they are so very good with ball in hand.
Well, that was from a scrum that actually didn't go that well. They were under pressure, that scrum, but they still managed to correct it by Gibson Park taking the right option to go right. They were patient enough there, but the understanding at the moment and the little short pass between Sexton and Aki is tearing the All Blacks apart at the moment. That is a great combination.
Looking to make it 1,000 for Ireland, and he does just that. But more importantly, Ireland go further ahead. 2 minutes out from half-time.
Let's just check out. You can see here as it goes across, Sheehan out the back. Nice little slip on from Johnny Sexton. The depth of Aki was so important, and the finish, quality.
Another restart for Beauden Barrett. He's getting used to it. Here's Aki again. been influential in the midfield for sure.
Inside.
Gibson Park.
Use it.
90 seconds out from the break. Thumps it hard downfield. Can the All Blacks conjure something up before half-time? They're going to have to. Beauden Barrett goes on a searching run off to Havili up the middle. Now Smith swings it away. Put down by Ioane. Stabbed ahead by Hansen. And that opportunity goes west as Rico Ioane
Yeah, he's kicked it away.
drops the ball cold.
Wow, the All Blacks ball retention has not been good in this half. Ireland aren't having the same problems.
Quickly thrown. Retallick wins it. Kane away for Smith. Real desperation here in the All Black ranks. Barrett goes wide. Bit of space for Jordan again. Slips away from low. But again, they're there. Aki almost turned that over. In fact, he might have.
Brilliant for 40 minutes.
Just more desperation. Sheehan slings it off into midfield. Now Gibson Park again, away for Sheehan, who's been everywhere in this game. Keeping it alive through Josh van der Fleer. 5 metres on the All Black side of halfway as Gibson Park reaches in. Sheehan again.
Tackle.
As we're through the 40 minutes in the game, and there goes the siren, and the All Blacks win themselves a penalty. So it's not over yet. The All Blacks can boot this down inside the 22 and maybe, just maybe, produce something out of this first half.
Got to get their line out right. That has been ticked off too often in this half.
Yes,
got
the
to
Irish.
get this first in this boat, sorry.
Yeah, they haven't been afraid to put players up, Smithy, have they?
Absolutely not. Anywhere on the park.
Who's receiver? Nine's out.
So, big line-out throw here for Katie Taylor. They did dispute, but the All Blacks win it. So, Havili drops it off to Ioane, and it's
not straight at the line-out.
Not straight at the line-out. So that surely is half-time.
You have to take the scrum. Sorry. Not straight. That will be time once you've taken it. You've got to take the scrum. It might be a silly rule, but it is a rule.
Well explained.
Okay, fair enough.
It does seem like a bit of a silly rule, but it is.
Yeah.
The law of the game. So
a lot of silly rules.
It does give the opportunity, I guess. And it's what Johnny Sexton and Ireland would be worried about. You know, the fact that they've managed to
last scrum, good.
see off that last possible assault from the All Blacks, but conceding a scrum penalty here and possibly 3 points would be, or worse, non-ideal from their perspective. They'd rather not have this scrum.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
So Jamison Gibson Park gets it in. The scrum hasn't faltered at all. Back it goes, and Lowe puts it into the stands. And they head to the dressing rooms. Ireland have scored 3 first-half tries, and they lead at Sky Stadium in the big decider by 22 points to 3.
Well, the nerves, the excitement, the anticipation, it was all warranted, wasn't it, for this big test match? If you're an Irish fan, a great first half.
Some sort of 40 minutes from Ireland. Almost perfect, Mills. But bottom line, we talked about the start for the All Blacks. It was all Ireland once again. We've been on the back foot, the All Blacks, for the first 40 minutes. There's got to be some sort of response in that shed.
Well, it has to be. And they haven't really got that sort of fluency about the sort of game and the way they've sort of gone about it. The Irish, though, they've brought plenty of heart. They've been plenty of firepower as well. And they've contested that breakdown like hugely as well. It's been pretty good.
There's no doubt when you think about the contest and what we expected here tonight. Can you hear that sound?
No So my hooky Mike, welcome back to Sky Stadium in Wellington. Well, the All Blacks are well and truly on the back foot with Ireland leading 22-3 at halftime. Bringing you your halftime highlights, Anton Lienert-Brown, Mils Muliaina, Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, when it comes down to what Ireland have done in the first two test matches, it started well, and it didn't change here tonight at Sky Stadium. Josh van der Flier in the middle of that more, but the dominance, they get over early, they celebrate early, and the weight of numbers once again. The All Blacks defence well and truly under pressure. The perfect start, the All Blacks reeling, and it continued from there.
Oh, just all on the same song sheet, aren't they? The Irish. Have a look at the reload here. Nice hands, beautiful wide pass there from the winger, and then Keenan, he strolls over. More pressure to come as well, though, Anton, after all this. But the skill and execution from the Irish at the moment, for me, very impressive.
Yeah, they just look in sync, and if you see in the last try that's coming up, you know, Sheenan really created this for me. His play out back to Sexton, the nice short passes we talked about before, and then Robbie Henshaw over. Geez, they're looking good.
When the All Blacks are having to gamble on defence, which Beauden Barrett gambled there, that means they've got greater numbers. They're manipulating the defence. They're attracting to the breakdown, and the All Blacks are reeling in some way. They've got to find some way, Kirsty, to turn the tide.
Well, they're under pressure, aren't they? And they're making mistakes, Mills.
Yeah, certainly. That fluency that I was talking about, it's just not there. And then they're creating helter-skelter stuff, but making mistakes or getting isolated. And then with the Irish, they're just under fire. They're fire at the moment. They're getting fantastic stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Irish have taken every opportunity they had. They've had 3 opportunities and they've taken it. And we've had plenty as well, but unfortunately we just haven't executed.
Yeah, absolutely. And that comes from the defence once again. It's the work they're doing on the ground. It's the work they're doing at the breakdown. And they're seeing that everything that's coming. And Mills, the All Blacks have tried all sorts of tactics. They've kicked differently in this game. But bottom line, plays like that, 15 metres from your own line, they're unexpected, and you can't prepare for those. And we're expecting so much more.
Okay, well, did they make any changes?
I'm not too sure. I think they will. Yeah, we need some impact.
Mills?
We need some impact, and that's probably Richie Mo'unga. He's probably got to get on early to try and correct them helter-skelter.
Well, if there's one thing you watch this week, make sure you book this. Coming up on Thursday on Sky Arena, it is Fight for Life Rugby taking on League. Kevin Mealamu, Wairangi Kopu, Honey Hirimi Smiler, they're all in there. It is a fantastic card. Well, half-time here at Sky Stadium in Wellington, Ireland lead the All Blacks 22 points to 3. Does a historic test series loom for the visitors, or can the All Blacks drastically turn this one around?
Sky Stadium in Wellington, huge 22-3 lead for Ireland at half-time. Let's hear from the respective camps with Ian Smith. Firstly, John Plumtree for the All Blacks.
Well, John's staring down the barrel a wee bit at this point. What have you said to them? What have you got to fix?
We've got to fix up our line out. You know, we haven't got that platform going well enough. That's been a big talking point. Yeah, also we've got to slow down their momentum, especially first 2 or 3 phases. So they're getting across the vantage line and getting a roll on. They're pretty hard to stop from there. So, just really up front, just got to roll our sleeves up and really have a good start in the second half.
Okay, all the best with that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Wouldn't have had to say much, would you? Things are ticking over quite nicely. Was there a message?
Yeah, look, we started the game in our minds. We wanted to have discipline in what we do. We need to start this second half with discipline again, not giving too many options to get into our half.
I mean, if you start well, it's the way you're going, it's hard to see them getting back into it.
I don't know. We attacked at the start of that first half and attacked at the end of the first half. They had a lot of possession, a lot of territory in that first half. So we got to make sure we're not giving them that access.
Okay, good luck, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
John Fogarty there. John Plumtree prior to that. 19 points is the biggest ever margin the All Blacks have been behind at half-time in over 600 test matches. The All Blacks have been out there for about a minute, now joined by Ireland. Quick look around the All Black team. It looks as though Ofa Tu'ungafasi could be out there.
And Ismo Netolala had that knee problem we saw for most of the first half, so Tu'ungafasi is out there. George Bower's still there. Cody Taylor's still there. Change to the front row, and there it is.
Right, second half underway. Beauden Barrett with the kickoff. 22-3, Ireland lead. As James Ryan takes it down. Now Gibson Park.
Use it!
They're outside the 22. Lining it up as Geordie Barrett. Now it's there for Smith. Slings it across for Retallick. There again for Smith. Now with Beauden Barrett. Havili moving it quickly. Savia fires it off to Rieko Ioane. Hardly seen a backline move yet from the All Blacks. Havili. Here's Tuangafasi, the replacement at halftime. Smith again. Beauden Barrett. 15 out from the 22. Again, it's with Aaron Smith. Now Jordan hands it on to Akira Ioane. Smith once more. Taylor. Smith quickly swings it off to Beauden Barrett. Havili had to stretch for it, but he got it. Now Geordie Barrett. Again, the Irish defence holding up well as Retallick. Beauden Barrett again. Now Whitelock making some progress. Beauden Barrett looks for a gap. Places it nicely for Smith. Plenty of good continuity here from the All Blacks to start this second half. Geordie Barrett runs into Caelan Doris. Tuangafasi. Ball loose, tipped up nicely. Beauden Barrett in a bit of space. Snapped up by Akira Ioane. Ardie Savea wants his hands on the ball. Goes again. Couple of metres out. Now Smith. Away to Kane. Inside pass. Geordie Barrett held up. Gets a knee down though. So they've got to release him. Smith goes again. Here's Retallick. Right there.
Advantage.
Ardie Savea playing advantage. Ardie Savea goes for a run. Penalty advantage coming the All Blacks' way. Akira Ioane wants to get his hands on the ball. Making no progress. Still under this penalty advantage. As Smith works it away. Beauden Barrett. Away for Will Jordan. Smith again. Pops it up. Havili never got it. It went as far as Sevu Reece. Good run, Reece. Almost there. There again for Smith. Comes to the open side. Ireland standing up offside. Kane almost got there. Big moments. Another penalty. Akira Ioane. Here's Savea. Ardie Savea. I reckon he's got there. Twisting and turning.
I haven't got a grounding.
Did he get it on the grass? I think so. We're going to have a look.
Got a grounding, on-field try.
On-field try, we're just checking for compelling evidence if there's not any grounding. 1 second.
Thank you very much. Obviously, penalty advantage if not.
OK, well, Wayne Barnes believes that he's seen a grounding. Ardie Savea got spun around on his back, reaches out.
There's a tackle, he's allowed to place a ball.
He's allowed to place it.
And he's in control of the ball.
And he gets it down.
His left hand is always on top of the ball. He's always pressing down. You may award the try, Barnesy.
Thank you very much.
What a start from the All Blacks. And how influential was the try scorer. Bleeding from the mouth, but he carried and he carried and he carried, and eventually, when they needed to, Ardie Savea, he stepped up, as he did numerous times in these 23 phases, and just showed leg drive power and just toughness.
Brilliant finish, absolutely brilliant, determined finish for Savea. He has so deserved that in front of his home crowd, and that is the start the All Blacks had to have. A very abbreviated half-time with a very simple message. You feel they had to wait for Ireland forever to come out. Words absolutely rung true. There is an issue though. Tuangafasi is down on the 22.
Geordie Barrett adds the extra 2. 22 points to 10. But the concerns over Ofa Tuangafasi, as we just see the try scored, his third in the series, 2 at Eden Park. And boy, how significant is that?
Tu'ungafasi has just said something to Wayne Barnes about something that happened under the posts. He was down for quite some time where the last 3 or 4 phases were going on.
I thought he got his knee to the floor. That's what I called. Yeah. Just make sure he's okay. Doc, is he okay?
They're not 100. Far from it.
Hold on, officer. They just want to make sure you're okay. Going to take him off for a HIA. They've asked for a HIA.
Right then, the puzzle thickens here. And it looks like Laulala's limping back out from behind the goal line. You can just see him going back in the background there. He was laid out after half-time. He's back on the park.
Well, he has to be, doesn't he? They're out of tight heads, so either that or it'll go to non-contested scrums.
Yeah. Clearly not 100%. Nepo Laulala.
Thanks, Johnny. Do you know which way you're going, mate? Do you know which way you're going? I'll get out your way. We're ready to go. All right, watch on.
So drama in the first 5 minutes of the second half as Sexton makes the kickoff. Taken in by Retallick.
It's outside.
12-point lead for Ireland.
Don't pull it in. Don't pull it in. Okay. And use it, please.
Smith pumps it high. Keenan coming forward. Takes it nicely. Hugo Keenan, one of the 3 try scorers for Ireland in the first half. Here's Dan Sheehan, the hooker. Boy, what a game he has had. Now across for James Ryan. And that's a penalty against Aaron Smith. Just mistimed it completely.
Offside.
On his opposite number. And this gives Ireland a big advantage because Johnny Sexton will bang this for the corner.
Well, again, they are refusing the All Blacks to adjust from that box kicking strategy. And they are not winning that contest and being able to win the ball back. So they basically are taking the kick off and directly going to a box kicks, which Ireland are diffusing. Keenan's outstanding in the air. And it's just piggybacking Ireland back into the game. I just wonder whether or not they discussed it, phasing a little bit first and thinking about different kicking options, possibly longer and deeper.
Sheehan with the throw. Dragged down nicely by Byrne.
Tackle is good.
Now, Gibson Park away for Sheehan. Again, good on his feet. Managed to slip around the tackle. Powerful surge to the 22 for Gibson Park again. Almost shifting through was Robbie Henshaw. Salvi is over the ball and wins it. He can do it all. He can do it all.
Penalty. Holding on. 8 on his feet. Balls out if you want.
So Beauden Barrett with the kick, which will take play down towards halfway.
Line's yours, Ireland. Line's yours, Ireland.
So now Taylor, won by Whitelock. Kane slings it off to Smith at first receiver. Out in the midfield for Savia. Again, strong leg drive.
Tackle!
As Smith swings it away. Intercept by Targ Byrne. Picked it perfectly. Now the All Blacks have to get back in defence as Furlong gets it off to Van der Flair. And Ireland just 10 metres out from the 22. Gibson Park slips it away for Hansen. Puts it on the ground. Gibson Park, bit slow to get there. Now he's there. Here's the man who started it, Targ Byrne. Gibson Park for Sexton. Slung wide here for Lowe. Oh, he stayed in nicely. Ball bounces away. Geordie Barrett manages to grab it. Smith away to Taylor. Beauden Barrett on his left boot. And it's made good contact here. Very good kick, Beauden Barrett.
Well, he picked it off, Targ Burn.
Not now.
Fair play to Beauden Barrett. He's closed that space down very, very quickly, recognised the threat. And the All Blacks, it's a good turnover and a nice left-footed kick from Beauden Barrett to regain some good territory. Johnny Sexton, the man being attended at the moment.
Well, he's left the park in the previous 2 test matches, so Joey Carberry up off the bench very, very quickly here.
Like I waited for your prop when he was retreating, I wait particularly for captains. Yeah.
There he is, Joey Carberry.
Well, he's down at the moment, Johnny Sexton, but have a look at who's got all the important things to say at half-time. He'll know how significant this is. Doing all of the talking, Johnny Sexton. He's massively, massively important for this side. The general, they won't want to lose him this early, and it looks like he is going to make his way back.
There you go, thank you. Watch on.
Such an influential player, starting in his 98th Test match. Of course, overall, 108. So, the thrower is Dan Sheehan. Line out one by O'Mahony. Van der Fleer takes it off him. Good run here by Josh Van der Fleer. What an outstanding flanker he is. Gibson Park waiting for it. It never quite got there, was Sevu Reece, but it's fallen for Geordie Barrett. Here's Beauden, running a bit more in the second half, as Smith slings it off to Savia. Finds Retallick with the inside pass. Wrestled to the ground by Porter. Now Smith, Geordie Barrett, again back in the action. That's halfway, just to the right. As Beauden Barrett is down, but Brodie Retallick is down in the background. The kick straight down the throat of Keenan.
Okay. Stood his ground. You ran into 7.
It's now with Beauden Barrett. He's got Reece with him. Decides to unleash the kick, but Keenan anticipating brilliantly. Now Geordie Barrett. Retallick is still down, being attended to, as you can see. And that might have come off the knee, I think. So Keenan, bit of force back being played here. Now Will Jordan. Again, it's the very conservative approach here from the All Blacks. Reluctant to run the ball. And James Lowe will finish it all by banging it out.
Ball's alive.
And no chance of a quick throw.
Brodie, do you want me to wait for your player?
Retallick is quite stressed.
Ball's alive.
Oh.
Not now. One stop.
Could this be trouble for Andrew Porter?
Well, there's a big guy, Brodie Retallick.
Yeah, time's off. We'll wait for that player. As I said,
big height difference there.
I think he was dipping as well.
He's got to go, and Tupu Vaya will come on in jersey 19. They've got to have a look at him regardless.
So Green 1 makes an upright tackle. He makes direct head-on-head contact.
Okay, so we're looking at potential foul play.
Yep, so Green 1 is the tackler. He is upright and he makes direct head-on-head contact.
So he's coming to you now. TMO Tom Foley doesn't agree that he made any intent to dip. So he is saying that he is an upright tackler, which means that he has made no intent
just waiting for the angles,
dip into the tackle and made direct contact with Retallick's head.
Here you go.
So, okay, so one's upright, and there's head-on-head collision. So we have got foul play because one is upright.
Yeah, we're just going. Here's your contact point.
Okay, he's upright. He's absorbing the tackle.
Agree. He's not hitting up into it. No.
Okay, there's no mitigation.
Agreed.
So we're going yellow card number 1. We agree?
Agreed.
Thank you.
Oh, it's just a yellow.
Put your hands down. Put your hands down. It's not an offensive tackle. It's an absorbing tackle. No quicks.
Well, again, you know, this is the current law and the way that it is being officiated.
15-metre line.
And there's no doubt about the fact that under the current law and the way that it is written, unless you make an intent to dip into that tackle, regardless of that, I still feel that was totally accidental. I don't think there was any intention there whatsoever for Porter to make that type of contact with Brodie Retallick. It's still your responsibility to dip, and if you don't, you'll face the card system.
So answer me this, how does that differ from Angus Taufau?
Well, the difference is Wayne Barnes.
Yeah, it's the referee and how he finds what sort of intent was, you know, in that tackle, and whether or not the player did as much as he could to avoid it.
New phrase, absorbing tackle.
So the All Blacks playing against 14 for the next 10 minutes. Taylor holding on at the back.
Yes, Cody, yes.
Not going anywhere as yet, so has to break away. Sets it up for Smith. Savia didn't time his run too well. Now off it goes to Ioane. Oh, he's in. The big man is in.
Oh, there's the power. The power of Ioane. We know he's explosive. Shrugging tacklers away. Once he can beat that initial defender, it's then about his power and speed. He's deceptively quick. He beat 3 defenders. Really good run up the middle, but there's the right foot step. Pushes past 1, past 2. Third can't get to him, and he's too strong for Hansen at the back. Yeah. Oh, the All Blacks are back in this big time.
Well, that's a massive statement on a number of counts, really. A lot of doubts about this fellow here. Well, he's answered a few now, as have the All Blacks post-half-time. They got the message, a very short, sharp one. They understood it, and they have responded. And now Ireland have to rethink a whole new set of circumstances, as Jordie Barrett will surely make this closer.
Yes, he does. All of a sudden, the All Blacks are back. 22 points to 17. Well, he's promised so much for so long. It's been a while, but for the moment it's been fulfilled.
What was pleasing to see was when he bust those first 2 tackles and powered his way through, didn't try and run over top of Hansen. His little right foot subtle step gave him a weak shoulder. That's all a man of his power needs.
Retallick won't be back, neither will Tu'ungafasi. Both failed.
So Johnny Sexton gets us going. It's an epic test match, this one. All Blacks down 22-3 at half-time. They've got it back to 22-17.
Take a step. Take a step.
Still 7 minutes remaining. With a man on the bench. Keenan really commits himself hard. Taylor. And has been knocked on by Whitelock.
Look, I know that there was more in that contest, but my point is, if you're not winning the ball back, you're turning it over in a really significant area territory-wise. So the All Blacks just have to rethink their kicking strategy, I believe. This is harmful to them. They concede territory with inaccurate kicking. Looks like they've got some problems as well. Ireland, have they, Smithy?
No, they have to make a change for the scrum, of course, because they've lost a prop to the sin bin. So therefore, on in jersey 17 comes the very experienced Cian Healy, but they have to lose Josh van der Flier in the process. But this, you feel, for Ireland is hugely important this next 5 minutes under the yellow card system. If they can get points here, it'd be great, but they've got to stop that momentum, the All Black momentum.
Okay, Scrum, just a little.
Yes, he's been around a long time, Cian Healy.
Yeah, but you've got to be both left of the mark.
They're going to pack Bundy Aki on the side of the scrum just to make up
nice pitches this side, please.
They've got James Lowe who can carry as well when they lose Bundy Aki out of the back line.
Crouch.
Henshaw's A good hard carrier as well. Here's James Lowe. He's got good depth.
All Blacks trying to get some pressure on. They did it well in the end, Ireland. Here is Lowe, busting the first tackle. Now very much on the front foot. Here is Aki. Gibson Park waiting.
Advantage.
Oh, they've got a penalty advantage. That's big under 14 men. Henshaw gets it away for Doris. Now, here is Hugo Keenan. All Blacks stand over the ball. So that's a counter penalty, I guess, and we have to go back.
It's such a good run from James Lowe. He's up against, obviously, a defence that's set and ready for him. The numbers down, but he just uses footwork, a little bit of step at the right time, gets a weak shoulder and gets over the advantage line, which means that Gibson Park, he was there in a flash, and all of a sudden the All Blacks are on the back foot defending. Just goes to show the skills they've got across the back line.
That was a big mistake. I didn't quite see who infringed in there. We might see it now. But really, they weren't. Whilst he made a little bit of ground, Key. Is it Kane not rolling away? Or
Yeah. Sam Kane
pretty
not
hard.
rolling
Look
away.
at the bodies all over the top of them.
Okay. 90 from conversions.
Well, this is God-given under a yellow card to be able to absorb a couple of minutes or so, and also potentially add to the lead. With the kick, and he guides it through, and Ireland have an 8-point advantage. 16 gone in the second half. Four minutes for the yellow card. Taken down by Ryan for Ireland. Gibson Park.
Okay, now they use it.
Whitelock goes charging at him. Waiting is Geordie Barrett. Beautifully taken down by the big fullback. So the All Blacks have possession. Here is Tupou Vai. Replacement on the field for Brodie Retallick. Smith has a little snipe. Doesn't go anywhere. Now here's Akira Ioane bouncing his way through Ken Healy's tackle. And Ireland get another penalty.
Tark Byrne in the blue headgear. Akira was a victim of his power that time. He battled his way through the contact so well that he got himself isolated from his cleaners, and it gave the opportunity for Tark Byrne to get in over the ball, and he was straight on the ball. I would imagine Sexton will go for points here. He has to.
Absolutely.
He'll milk the clock.
He'll milk the clock. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
And that is the right move, and who's to say he won't kick it anyway? It's a relatively still night here. Here's the point you made, though. Backing in, and that left him as a fair target. So he's made two key intercepts, an intercept and a turnover there, the big lock. Tark Byrne in this half alone.
Thank you, fellas.
I just want to make sure that I'm clarifying my point as well
now, Johnny,
for the viewers out there about that kicking strategy, because you're seeing Gibson Park kick as well, but the All Blacks kickoffs are shorter, just around that sort of 20-metre mark from halfway. And Gibson Park's kicks, as we're looking at it now, are going over the halfway in around that 10-metre line. Aaron Smiths aren't even getting out of the half. So Ireland are then making you play out of your own half. The All Blacks are piggybacking Ireland into theirs, and I think it's territory-wise, possession-wise, really hurting them, that kicking strategy.
Make two changes here, the All Blacks, very shortly. Whakatava will be on in jersey 21 and Richie Mo'unga in 22. Well, we know that Aaron Smith will go. How will it affect the back line with Mo'unga? Dane Cole's not far away.
Well, he kicked one from 49 metres in the first half. This one exactly 50, right in centre field on halfway. Distance is off the crossbar. Smith fires it away. Almost got it intercepted.
Touch,
now it's been touched. And coming forward is Keenan. Fearlessly grabs it. Now, off it goes for Sheehan. Again, slipping away with good footwork. Gibson Park hands it up to O'Mahony. Lost it back. Henshaw with the ball.
Called that.
Knocked on by the All Blacks, so playing a short advantage here. Here goes Sheehan again. Gibson Park again. Sexton testing the All Blacks. Beauden Barrett. Nice slip catch taken by Geordie Barrett. Now off it goes to Savia. Inside to Jordan. Now can he link up Will Jordan? Going to back his pace. And I reckon he will. Ho-ho! Will Jordan.
Will Jordan. Why not? Out of nothing, the All Blacks. A speculative kick from Sexton. And the counter-attack really well cleaned up by Geordie Barrett. Ardie Savia's and everything. And Geordie Barrett, who cleaned it up, has Will Jordan, the receiver on the inside from Ardie Savia, to finish off his good work at the back.
They had one chance, and it was Caelan Doris, and he missed him. He couldn't get across, the man in the black headgear. And after that, he just had eyes for that right-hand corner. He had a player looming on the left. He could have gone left, but he was just so determined. He backed himself, and it was against Johnny Sexton. I think the last foot race, he was always going to win that one. But the Barrett skills at the back, brilliant to set that up.
It doesn't happen without that, does it?
Well, he's a try-scoring freak. 19 tries in just his 11th Test start. Will Jordan.
Coles is on as well. 3 changes for the All Blacks after this kick.
Geordie Barrett has taken the ball back a long way to open up the angle and just missed.
Ireland have a change as well. 16 on, you can see there Rob Herring for the brilliant Dan Sheeran.
You got him? You got everyone you need?
Well, if anyone was going to do it, Will Jordan just has this knack of scoring tries. Just need to find his way into the game, and that time he did through Ardie Savia. And like I said, the clean-up work out the back was outstanding. Nice. Very close, that kick.
Very close. Geordie Barrett was looking very closely at it. Sexton's going to go short here. Try and get some pressure on.
Backwards.
Ball's been knocked down, but not on, as here goes Kane. Fakatava off to Moana. Looking to find a bit of space, but hang on. We're going back for a knock-on.
Just knock on by 7 on the floor. Caught it back in the air.
Must have got a call from the side.
Was off on the floor by 7.
Wayne Barnes.
Just off you, Sam. Just.
So let's just have a look at this formation of the All Blacks, Justin. Havili is still there.
Just control on that set, please.
Looks like Rieko Ioane is still there.
OK, we can go downstairs now to Peter Wilkins from the Irish camp. Peter, what have you made of this second half from the All Blacks? Are you still in the fight?
Yeah, we're certainly still in the fight. It's been quite a response from them, and to be fair, you'd expect nothing less. It's been that kind of test series, so credit to them. A couple of big carries by the back rows have got them on the front foot, and you know, they've had some joy from that, so we need to respond ourselves now.
Still ahead at the moment. What's the mindset from now to get the job done?
Well, I think it's a balance. I mean, we don't want to play too much rugby in our own half and give the All Blacks breakdowns to attack, but we've seen how dangerous they are from the kick turnovers. So there's a balance in our game to be had, and if we can apply some pressure.
Here they come. Bundyaki. Ball is there, and it was, hang on.
Still in. No, it's not when you ask. He wasn't sure if the ball was
Thanks so much, Peter.
Pleasure, guys. Thanks.
Ball sitting there, and Ardie Savea ruled to be coming from an offside position.
I'm thinking context of the Test series here. Johnny Sexton, does he have the minerals to go for touch?
I think he does.
Their line-out maul has been outstanding. The All Blacks have been reluctant to compete in this Test match.
We've got to wait for Tak Burn to come right. He'll be instrumental in this. Desperate tackle there. A great line again from Bundy Aki. That's a wonderful tackle from Richie Mo'unga. All Blacks are going to make another change shortly. It will be Dalton Papali'i for Sam Cane.
A little bit bemused, Ardie Savea. Well, they passed up the possible 3.
Yeah.
There's Papali'i.
Watch stop, please. Number 7, please. 7, son.
So Dalton Papali'i is on.
It's a massive call, you know. By kicking the points, it does make the All Blacks have to score another try. But like I said, you know, the impact you can make from now at this very point of the game is huge.
Okay, watch on.
Rob Herring
captain. Ardie Savea captain, folks.
Okay. Herring in the back. Making good progress. Close. Scores!
Sorry, Wayne.
Rob Herring, replacement hooker. Boy, what a call that was from Johnny Sexton.
Oh, was it what? And wasn't it looking very, very likely from the minute that it got set, and then they got it moving. Nice in the middle from Ryan, who's been absolutely outstanding. And then when it starts moving here, you felt it was only a matter of time. What a surge. He gets it down on the line. Rob Herring. Oh, my goodness. This is a massive moment in this Test series.
Crowd don't like it.
That's fine. Get on with it.
That's fine, all right. Absolutely, in the midst of about 3 All Black defenders, and finally some emotion from Andy Farrell. Is he loving this contest? Jack Conan on 20 for Ireland, and that's for Peter O'Mahony.
What a series from O'Mahony. If you want to talk about the way that they've approached these Test matches and attitude, you couldn't go any further than the way Peter O'Mahony has put his body on the line in this Test series.
35,890 people at the stadium. Loving this.
And millions around the world absorbing Test match.
Such important kick this as well.
All Blacks charging hard. He lifts it up, does Sexton, and over it goes. Ireland lead by 10. Less than 15 minutes remaining.
He gambled, Rob Herring. He left that maul that had momentum was going forward, but so did he. And he backed himself. Good on you, son.
Mo'unga with the kickoff. Aki waits. Still within the confines of the 22.
No, don't touch
as
it.
Gibson Park hands it back for Lowe. Beauden Barrett will go. No, he doesn't.
What a kick. How good's that left foot been?
You called it, Smithy, bang on. That was a pressure clearance. And he gets it all the way down to the halfway with not much angle. Out. Superb.
So Dane Coles to throw. Taken down by Whitelock. Savea off to Fakatava. Havili into midfield for Papali'i. Fakatava again. Slings it off to Laulala. Fakatava. Here's Jordan. Scored that thrilling try. Just on the Irish side of halfway. Laulala again. Playing way behind the advantage line. What a big tackle that is by Robbie Henshaw. As the All Blacks trying to outflank the Irish. Fakatava again. Mo'unga. Back goes Keenan. Been absolutely flawless today. takes the fair catch and then gives it off to Lowe. That's not out, so Mo'unga from the back. Away for Beauden Barrett. A weighted kick. Gibson Park, he's knocked it on, so Fakatava snaps it up. Good tackle, though, by Gibson Park, had to be made.
On, scrum.
And they're going back for the knock on. Ireland with a player down in the far distance. It's the winger, Mac Hansen.
Well, they got the most experienced back on show tonight, waiting to come on. And 23 in Keith Earls.
12. Number 12.
Another big test to follow. 12. The Wallabies and England at the SCG. Again,
12.
It's 1-1 in the series.
Thank you. Okay, scrum, All Black ball.
Then South Africa, Wales, Cape Town, another decider, 1-1 there too.
I'm not a man of statements.
What a great weekend of rugby. And Argentina and Scotland, guess what? 1-1 there too.
Do they want that now? Jack.
So Bundy Aki coming from the field, Smithy.
Okay,
yeah, Bundy Aki coming on from the field.
On set,
Mac Hansen's going to stay. And Earls is on in 23, and we're moments away from Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, who is primed as well. Plenty of bench action.
Some sort of game from Bundy Aki as well. He's been into everything. Threat all evening.
Crouch. Bind.
So Fakatava out the back comes Savia. Breaks the first tackle, frees it up to Jordan. Will Jordan again. 5 metres out. Fakatava slings it wide to Tupobai. Fakatava again waiting.
Offside.
Got an offside here as George Bauer ploughs through. Here goes, no, it's Savia again. Drops it behind him. Fakatava has a little dab. Mo'unga straightens it up, runs into Herring.
He's totally legal.
And they're going to go back for a penalty.
Offside, number. Thank you.
Now what?
10-point margin. Do you take the 3 now?
No. Because that only gives them a draw, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's with a converted try. They've got to go for the jugular now with this field position, surely.
How good's this guy been? Talk about when you need some inspiration. Ardie Savia. And then he puts it on to another player that can just open things up. Big moment, Ian Smith.
Yep, Tuivasa-Sheck on for his Blues teammate, Rieko Ioane.
Yes, 20 caps for the Kiwis. All Black number 1204.
Finley Beelamon, sorry, Nisbo on 18 as well. Ireland making another change in the front row, so Kieran Healy stays. Porter's gone. 2 brave men leaving the park there.
Control on set.
Massive influences on this series. So here go the All Blacks in perfect field position, and Tuivasa-Sheck, where's he lined up?
He's away to the left.
So they got Doris on the side of the scrum. Now, he was caught out by Savia last time. He's on this near side as we're looking at to it. So the right for Ireland, just in there. When Savia bounced out before, he didn't have a clue.
Set.
Fakatava.
Stay behind the ball. Stay behind the ball.
Not a bad scrum from Ireland. Fakatava, he got it, but he's under some real pressure here. The All Blacks have salvaged it, though. Akira Ioane. They'll have to start again, right out in front. Now it's there for Savia. No. Penalty.
Boy, look at the reaction. You should have seen Sexton in the background. He knew how significant that defence was from Ireland. First the scrum, which put Savia under pressure, and Fakatava, and then they just kept coming forward with massive momentum. Huge momentum. There's the head roll, which is illegal, on Targ Burn, and then their reaction afterwards was huge.
Well, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Targ Burn is down for the umpteenth time. Conor Murray about to enter the fray as well. A bad player to come on when you need something big in the last 10 minutes. But what about the series, Justin, for Jamison Gibson Park?
Space next time. Jamison.
I think he's absolutely cemented the fact that he is one of the most recognised and form halfbacks in the game at the moment, Jamison Gibson Park.
Okay, here's your
brilliant series, and he is now at the top of his game and on top of the world in doing so.
So Sexton takes the penalty.
Black one.
Conor Murray on, test number 99.
Not a bad replacement, is it? No. It goes to show the depth, because his experience will be vital in these last remaining 9 minutes.
Big Carl on in the front there, and that is for Bauer. Is that straight? No.
Nowhere near straight, and so the All Blacks can set a scrum. They still need to score twice, of course,
Need space.
and they are running out of time.
So Havili's gone out to centre. Tuivasa-Sheck in his more familiar position at 12. Outside Mo'unga. They've got plenty of width here. They're quite narrow. Earls has to consider Havili because of the setup. Jordan is obviously a threat coming from right to left as we look at it. Plenty of options. Need to be patient for the zone. They need the scrum.
Don't you like the Savia-Jordan combination? It's gone the other way.
There he goes. Ardie Savia pops it inside for Fakatava.
No!
Ball there for Whitelock. And Sam Whitelock takes it down to the 22. Fakatava works it off to Savia. Mo'unga delayed the pass beautifully. Now here's a chance. Beauden Barrett. Quick ball required for Fakatava. Gets it off to Coles. He in turn finds Mo'unga. Out into midfield for Jordan. Papali'i was standing wide.
Turnover again.
Targ Burn.
How many times? Outstanding.
A lock forward. So Murray stands over it. Now Lowe. And Lowe thumps it hard. The All Blacks will go quickly here if they can get someone back. No, they don't.
I tell you should have seen also the work of James Lowe getting across to cover the space. Really good tackle because he held his ground, Conor Murray. Papali'i was outside him, but he held and held and held, made the tackle on Jordan, who had a dig, and then Targ Burn in and over to effect the turnover.
Six and a half minutes left. Whitelock. Papali'i fires it off to Jordan. Here's Tuivasa-Sheck. Fakatava. Coles goes barreling up the middle. Irish contain him though. Now Akira Ioane. Fakatava waits. Sends it off to Whitelock. Now Mo'unga finds Papali'i. Still in the centre of the field. Fakatava again. Havili tried to poke his head through the line, but again it holds. Fakatava. Swings it off to Beauden Barrett. Has a crack at the line also. Off it goes to Mo'unga. Getting it wide for Geordie Barrett. Here goes Ioane again. Showing great power. 7 or 8 metres short of the line. Savia. Fakatava again. Mo'unga. Cut down and a good tackle. Irish defence holding up. Beauden Barrett shovels it on. They've got a penalty advantage here.
Penalty advantage offside, 21.
As Fakatava goes to the left. Laulala was standing still. Now Fakatava. Inside pass and Jordan's put it down.
Offside.
Quickly taken by Fakatava. Away for Savia.
Don't go in there, no!
It'll be there again.
Backwards.
As the Irish come charging through.
They've won it.
Oh, they've won it. All Blacks not committing enough players.
Guess who?
Tadhg Beirne.
And use it.
Now Sexton bangs it hard for the touchline.
He's gone, Johnny Sexton. He was down before the quick tap. He's trying to hang in there.
Subs. He's going to replace you. What stops?
22, so that's Joey Carberry, of course.
Who
On
takes
for
over as
Sexton
captain,
again.
please?
Sexton, what a hero. Can his boys hold on for him?
Well, regardless, you're witnessing a guy that is one of the best in the world, and he should be heavily applauded.
Treadwell on a 19 as well. Kieran Treadwell. And that is for Tadhg Beirne, who should get a reasonable ovation as well.
Agree.
What a game for the big man from Munster. Tadhg Beirne.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Now or never for the All Blacks. Now or never. Execution. They need to get the line out right. Patience.
They get the line out right. Fakatava, though, put under enormous pressure. The All Blacks were going back.
Don't touch it.
Geordie Barrett goes into half. Serves it up for Vai. And they're still out from the 22 by 10 metres. Oh, intercept. Beautifully read by Carberry. And so Ireland back in possession.
Good option.
Nice work from Beauden Barrett. They can't afford to kick it now. They're going to run. But Ireland are closing in on Geordie Barrett.
Falling, I don't have a high tackle.
Fakatava, well, they do kick it. The bounce will be interesting. Tipped away into the arms of Keenan. So Ireland back in possession. 3.5 minutes away from glory.
Oh, nice.
As Lowe tips it ahead. Mo'unga, not much he can do here.
Goal line drop.
Oh, so clever.
Put the board up.
Brilliant feet tonight from Lowe, haven't they been?
Goal line drop.
Yeah.
Great skill there.
No, he was dropping. I caught it live. He was dropping. Geordie, whenever you're ready.
Bench are up celebrating. They're feeling great, Ireland. They're feeling great about this now.
So the kick is down as far as Keenan. One of many heroes in this Irish team tonight. Conor Murray stretches in. Off it goes to Ryan. Playing at the right end of the park from their point of view. Here's Van der Flair. Conor Murray again. Shoveled ahead into the arms of Cian Healy. Little inside pass. But managing to retain possession. Carberry slips it off to Van der Flair. Gives it away to Murray.
Just hold it.
Van der Flair again. Serves it up. Carberry hands it across for Ryan. Just 2 minutes left in the game. The All Blacks can't score twice, surely. Ireland are going to win a famous series win here. Carried on by Bellum. For Caelan Doris.
And hands away.
Great ball retention. Pops the pass wide. Here's Keith Earls. Keith Earls busting through tackles. Now Murray. Swinging it away. Still playing brilliantly, Ireland. Van der Flair. 5 metres out from the line. And the All Blacks win a penalty.
Thank you, Ted. Don't chuck the ball away. Hold on, hold on.
Coles wants to take it quickly and does. Now he shovels it off. Tupou Vaa'i.
Time check, Tom.
Makes it outside the 22.
No, knock off.
Just over a minute left in the game. Jordan. Got to find gaps. Oh, they've knocked it on through Akira Ioane. And that will be that for sure. They're celebrating big time on the sideline. And why not?
What stopped? What is stopped, Sam? What is stopped?
Well, there are people in Ireland that think this is greater this result is the greatest thing. It's greater than any Six Nations victory. That's the belief in Ireland.
Let it go. As you said, let it go.
You can't be anything but impressed. And you certainly can't do anything but compliment not only the attitude, the game plan, the heart of the entire squad to be able to formulate a series win here, and it has been massively deserved. You cannot argue that from what we have seen.
There's always a contrast. Well, in Leinster, in Munster, in Ulster, in Connacht, the 4 great provinces of Ireland,
hold on, fellas, you just
they'll be celebrating big time.
1 second, time stop, please.
Just seconds away.
No, just making sure he's off the pitch. Just give me a time check, Tom.
Oh, look at the emotion.
20 seconds.
Look at that. That tells us everything. The hard man, Peter O'Mahony.
And they're joined too on the sideline by those players that beat the Maori All Blacks on Tuesday night. What a great week they've had in Wellington. They're here, the whole tour party's down here.
What a great moment for
Johnny
Irish
Sexton
rugby.
right in the middle of it.
Yeah. What a great moment. Not quite finished yet. Seconds left.
Stay behind the ball.
As Conor Murray brings it out. Henshaw back on the inside it goes. The All Blacks try and turn it over. Can't do it though. There goes the siren. Back to Carberry. And that is that. Ireland win the series. And they fully deserve to do it.
As you expect, the emotion is well justified. They came here with massive intent, and what a Test series win this is, historic.
Just a minute after winning the series, they're going to hear from James Lowe, and he's with Mills.
J-Lo, I know it's a bit hard to hear at the moment. You've made history. Bro, you've made history. How does this feel?
It hasn't quite sunk in. I think the lads on the sideline, I mean, that's how we feel, you know. We knew after the first test that wasn't our best performance. We were ill-disciplined. We weren't good on our transition defence, and we tidied those two things up. Tried to stop New Zealand getting a few easy tries. We let a couple in today, you know, especially after half-time, but a result like that, on the bounce in New Zealand, mate, it's something who would have thought, man?
You had to come out though, and you had to weather a bit of the storm as well.
Yeah.
So awesome stuff to come back from that too.
Oh, I know, man. I mean, they're the best team in the world still. You can't take that for granted. We were able to put in a performance, especially the start of that second half. Oh, mate, we knew the storm was coming. We knew they were going to get purple patches. It's how we responded. We got one chance, and we scored. And that was like, yeah, we're here. That's us.
I want you just to listen to the crowd, because they were huge tonight. The singing from the Irish fans. Yes. You're in New Zealand and Wellington, but it almost sort of probably felt like you're in Dublin.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, the travelling support of the Irish is it isn't matched, you know, anywhere around the world. Who would have thought? I had people, Irish from Australia, all the Irish in New Zealand, family, they all came for all 3 test matches, all 5. And we were able to get the job done. I can't put into words how I feel right now.
All right, we were talking about the singing before. I want to leave you with one last question, mate. How many fields of Atherine are we going to hear tonight from you?
Oh, it's not going to stop, mate. It's going to be on repeat. You know the words as well. I know you do. So, mate, hopefully catch up for a beer after this.
Good on you, bro. Congratulations.
Awesome to see you, mate. Thanks.
Born in New Zealand, but an Irishman at the moment, that is for sure. What a series it's been. The All Blacks won convincingly at Eden Park. Ireland bounced back in Dunedin, and they put the full stop there tonight. They scored 4 tries to 3. They won the game, and they won the series. That's the moment that it all ended, when Joey Carbery banged it into touch. And Ireland have proven just how good they are. Their 5th win over the All Blacks in 8 test matches, and just the 3rd team to come to New Zealand and win a 3-test series. And they did it in style, Justin.
Oh, they did. 22-3 at half-time. They put together a complete performance. The All Blacks came out with some fire, as you'd expect after a rev-up at half-time. Got themselves back in the test match. But when they needed to Ireland, they had another gear. They always had an answer. And ultimately, the best team in this series has won the series.
Okay, let's go to Kirsty Stanway.
Well, after 117 years of history between these respected rivals, you have to say that was one of the most captivating test matches that we have ever seen between the two of them. It had everything. It was like a theatre show. Tēnā koutou katoa, good evening and welcome into the official presentation for the Steinlager Series. First, I would like to thank both captains, Sam Cane and the All Blacks, and Johnny Sexton and Ireland. Join me in welcoming our legends on stage, New Zealand Rugby President Max Spence, Ireland Rugby Football Union President Desmond Kavanagh, welcome to New Zealand, and our Country Director for Lion New Zealand, Craig Baldy. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, gentlemen. Right, time now to bring up Sam Cane, our All Blacks captain, to have a quick chat. Sam, I imagine this can't be easy, so thank you so much for coming up. There was a comeback in that second half, but you fell just short. What would you like to say to your men first and foremost?
Yeah, look, we're extremely disappointed. Gutted, in fact. We didn't put out the performance that we so desperately wanted to in front of some pretty awesome fans, but we can't take anything away from Ireland. They've been outstanding these last couple of weeks, and hurts to say, but they were too good for us tonight, and yeah, we've got some work to do.
Is there something you'd like to say to all the fans? 3 sold-out matches over this series. It's been pretty unbelievable, the support. Have you felt that?
Yeah, we've certainly felt the support. It's been incredible to play at home after the last couple of years. We've felt the support, but I tell you what, we're bloody sorry we couldn't put the performances out there that you guys deserved.
And finally, just a word on Ireland. There's such a great rivalry, and now it seems like there's a great respect between the two sides. Is there something you'd like to say to them?
Yeah, massive respect to Ireland. They've come out here with a massive tour, taking on obviously our 3 tests plus the Māori, and yeah, they've been class, and yeah, they deserve their win tonight.
We know you're hurting, Sam. Go and commiserate with your team. Thank you so much for coming up.
Cheers.
Well, time now to bring up the victorious skipper, Johnny Sexton. Come on up. We have to wait for this, because listen to your fans. They've come out of the woodwork in New Zealand. They've come from all over the world to support you over the last 3 weeks. And now you've picked up your first series victory in New Zealand. How does this feel?
Everyone that turned up tonight, but we also, I bet you we have 4 million people at home up for breakfast, probably having a couple of pints watching us. We speak about them all the time. We want to do them proud. All our families, either here or at home, we want to do them proud as well, and we certainly did that. Even if we didn't get the result, the effort was incredible, and it's a very special day because we're playing against the best in the world. the very best, and to come down here and to do it was very, very special.
How much belief is in this team?
Well, it's clear how much belief, and it starts with the main man, with Faz. He's come in here, he's changed things. He was brave at the start, and he stuck with some older lads, and he got criticised. He brought in some younger lads, and he's just done an amazing job, and it's all credit to him, really.
You've been here in the Irish jersey for a long time now. You've made history against several sides. You've made history against the All Blacks. You've come to New Zealand and made history. Just explain to us what this means.
Well, it means a lot now. I know in a year's time, when the World Cup starts, it won't mean anything, as we've learned before, but we'll certainly enjoy tonight and maybe a couple more days, and then we got to keep improving. That's what we got to learn from previous years. We got to keep improving, but this group of boys, the management we've got, they're a very special group, and I'm so proud to be part of it.
And the celebrations tonight, what will they be like?
Quiet enough, I reckon. We've got to recover well.
We'll see you in Courtney Place.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Johnny Sexton. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Ireland. Bring your team up. I'll grab that one for you. And I'll please welcome Craig Baldy to do the honours and hand over the Steinlager Series. Your winners for 2022, Ireland.
What a moment for Irish rugby. The Steinlager Series victorious at Sky Stadium in Wellington. A remarkable performance over 3 weeks, and they are your victors tonight. An impressive performance after the break. We'll have so much post-match discussion. Here inside Ireland, we'll talk about the All Blacks as the fans stream out and to celebrate a famous victory. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.
Let's roll.
And that is that. Ireland win the series, and they fully deserve to do it.
The action at Sky Stadium was fast, it was furious, and it was Ireland who were just too good for the All Blacks once again. After a dominant first 40, they did enough in the second 40. They overcame a yellow card. Bundy Aki celebrates with the fans and family, I am sure, after a remarkable performance. It's been a remarkable 2 weeks. Dunedin and Sky Stadium in Wellington has led to a performance where they celebrate the Steinlager Series. So John Kirwan, Christina Sue and Kieran Reid. You were right, JK. We were either going to lose the All Blacks or we'd win by 40, and tonight Ireland proved why they were such a big challenge coming in. They proved why they're such a world-class side.
Yeah, 22-3 at half-time. The Irish attack made us look hesitant on defence in the first half. We were slow coming off the line, and when we did have the ball, we were clunky and too many errors. Really outplayed in the first half. And so we're chasing it in the second half, but some great courage coming back to 22-17. And then we lost our way again. Bad kicking game, a 28, they get the ball back, yellow card, but they scored 6 points during the yellow card. So that, you know, you can't give a side like this those opportunities.
Yeah, and I think we do need to acknowledge the Ireland team. They were outstanding from the get-go. When you're up 22-3 at half-time, they were dominant in so many areas of the paddock, from set piece to the attacking flair. They were outstanding and well deserving of this victory.
Let's go inside the team. Let's go inside Ireland with Mills. Mate, Dan Sheehan was one of the very best tonight. What an outstanding performance. I'd love to hear his thoughts.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, down here with Dan. Dan, I mean, how amazing is this? You're looking at your fans and how they're reacting. You're not joining the team. You've been very grateful to come here and talk to us, mate. How's it feel?
It's unbelievable. You know, that was our main goal to start the season, to come to New Zealand and win a series, and to win 2 games down here, it's a huge day in Irish history, and one that we'll never forget. The group of lads we have here are the best I've seen anyway. You know, there's so much work that goes in behind the scenes as well. All the management staff, all the physios, all the doctors. Such a big group effort, and for it to come through like this, it's a bit of history, and I'm loving it.
Oh, so much future within your team. You're only 24 years old. Have you ever, 23, sorry. Have you ever experienced anything like this before?
No. You know, this is rugby on the biggest stage. You know, you see these tours down here in New Zealand, and a lot of the time they don't go well for the touring nation. So for us to come down here, win two games, it's unbelievable. You know, we knew we could do it. It was just about bringing it to the pitch, and we won't forget about this day for a long, long time.
Man, talk me about the start, because you came out and you absolutely blitzed them. 22-3 at half-time, so good.
Yeah, I think every single game we came out of the blocks really well, and that was a huge focus point for us to make sure that we put a foot in the door and let them know we were here. So, you know, I think that was a major part. I think our set piece was a major part that we fixed from the first game. I think we were on top of all our stuff, so oh, what a day, what a day. I won't forget about this now.
Well,
tonight.
Exactly, congratulations, mate. We'll let you acclimatise later on, mate. It's morning in Irish, so go stay up as late as you can.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Kieran, an outstanding performance from a young man, just 23 years old, but it epitomised the fact, the confidence they came in with it. Through the course of the series, he's continued to get better and better.
Oh, his you know, clear roles in the line-out and scrum are perfect, but his around the pitch game is fantastic. He runs, he's fast, he can break tackles. That's what I've been impressive. And you know, he's not their starting hooker. Normally their hooker's out with injury. So the fact you come in on a big tour and show what he's done, it's a fantastic effort from him.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the Northern Hemisphere are currently attacking better. And when you look at their front row, when you look at their forwards, they play in a system that might be simple, but they execute incredibly well. This has been an outstanding performance for possession and position of the field. And it's really frustrating if you're playing against them because you're not getting the ball. In the first half, I've never seen the All Black forward pack look so tight. And they look so tight because they just had wave and wave and wave of Irish attack. And you're making decisions, you're working hard, you're getting off the ground. That was a really good performance.
Mills, Suey, the fact that the way that they've played and the way they've proved and shown consistency every week, they were very, very good in Auckland as well, just didn't get a result and took their opportunities.
Yeah, you said it there, it's consistency, and they do that so well. Like, their attacking shape is class. Their movement off the ball, the ability to take it to the line, to play out the back, they've got so many options, so many variations, and it's very difficult to defend when you've got bodies and motions like that.
And you talked about class and you talk about experience. Peter O'Mahony, one of the very, very best on this tour. He took up the challenge. Let's get his thoughts with Mills.
Yeah, thanks, Goldie. Peter, man, what a series. I mean, yourself personally, and the way you've come on, and the experience that you've had. Fantastic way to end this before you head back to Ireland.
That is, it's been special few weeks, special 2 years that we put in. You know, this hasn't happened over the last 4 weeks. This has happened over a long time, and I'm delighted that the lads got out what they put in. You know what I mean? It's been a huge effort. You don't come over here, obviously. The fact that we've never done it before and win a game, not mind a series, and that's a testament to the All Blacks and how good you are as a nation at rugby. But you know, we put a huge amount of effort in, and I'm delighted for the boys and their families and everyone that they get the rewards that they've put in, you know.
How do you turn it around? I mean, that first test series when they convincingly won, you come back, you win in Dunedin, but then you do it again here in Wellington. I mean, what sort of belief have you guys got in this young side?
Yeah, huge belief. That's exactly it. We know when we're on it, we're hard to stop, and when we're nice and calm, we don't get carried away. But you got to be on it for nearly 80 minutes against teams like them, teams like the All Blacks. And today, you saw us just after the second half. You'd switch off for 2 or 3 minutes. You miss a few first-up tackles. You're under the post 3 times in the space of 20 minutes. You know, so we've got to figure out ways of being better. But you know, we're chuffed to bits with the series win, man.
You've done this before. You've won. You've tasted some pretty nice Guinness when you've done it. I don't know that the Guinness is as good here in New Zealand, though, but I'll be expecting you to celebrate hard tonight.
Oh, we will. Don't worry, we will. Cheers, Mills.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Cheers, brother. Thank you.
Well, you think about experience and you think what it means.
And there's Peter O'Mahony, the fact that he stood up, Rito, through the course of this series. He challenged the All Blacks. He showed exactly what they were made of. You've experienced played against them before. This clearly means a lot to guys like him.
Yeah, it does, and that just shows what it meant to them as a unit, and especially Peter. You know, he's a fantastic player, and you know, to be honest, I'm absolutely gutted for our guys, and I'm gutted kind of sitting here and having to talk about what the Irish have done really well, to be honest, and it is hurting me. But you got to give them credit of it.
The story?
It is, and I think it is the Irish. You know, they came here, they put us under pressure. They're the ones who made us think about our game, and man, there's a lot of work to be done. I'm watching this first half, and the Irish just absolutely wiped the floor with us. And so there's a lot of work that we need to get done if we want to move forward, and the Irish, we're fantastic.
Better to find out now, Suey, JK, the fact that whether or not change needs to be made, the things we need to look at, knowing in just, 12, 13 months' time we're going to a Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be the biggest week in New Zealand history. I think there needs to be some really big soul searching. When you think about even the first test, we had 15 minutes of real good rugby off their mistakes, but they were very dominant in certain parts of the game. So back to the drawing board, need to be really honest.
Yeah, I think as an overall outfit, Ireland just outplayed us across the whole paddock, and almost the All Blacks went to individual brilliance in the end. It was Ardie Savea, his carries, his effectiveness at the breakdown, his pick and goes. I mean, him and Will Jordan with the other breakaway line break and individual brilliance. But as a collective, they just lacked that, I guess, ability to string phases together and be dominant.
And also, I think what we saw today, Will Jordan, fantastic player. Ardie had his best game of the series, couldn't play in Dunedin because of the circumstances. And David Havili was outstanding for us tonight, you know, but COVID, everything, you know, so we didn't have our best team. Ireland have a team that's played together for, you know, the last 2 years. They're consistent. In the series, they made one change with Bundy coming in this series. And it just shows, you know, when the All Blacks were at their best, they had a consistent team roll it out, and they could go off the back of each other. You had confidence in going next year.
The one thing I will know, though, is the fact that bottom line, that Ian Foster and the team and their coaching team and the group will not like to make excuses. They won't make excuses. They'll take responsibility for what's happened here tonight. But this is the opportunity for them to learn and get better. It's always something the question marks were around their performance. Let's hear from the All Black coach. Let's hear from Ian Foster right now.
Well, if we look back on that particular test match, we look about having to do too much after half-time, perhaps?
Oh, no doubt about that. I mean, we talked about having a stronger start. It didn't happen. Ireland a little bit clinical. Again, a couple of defensive errors, but really proud of the effort in that second half. You know, we came back, but every time we just managed to get a bit of momentum, we turned the ball over, or they're doing a penalty. So, you know, they showed their class, and hard team to crack, and can't give someone 22-3 start.
That was the issue indeed. What were you seeing at that point? You know, when it was going backwards prior to half-time?
Oh, look, I think we made a couple of pretty simple defensive errors in that first half, particularly on the short side, and again, you know, like our line-out drive defence, it's, you know, we conceded 2 tries in that game, and you know, it's an area that we've just got to make sure we get a lot better at, because if teams want to squeeze us in that space, that's where they're getting behind us.
I know it's pretty hard to look at the upside of things at this point in time because of what has happened, but was there anything you can take out of it that you're pretty impressed with, second half performance in general?
Oh, there's no doubt about that, and I think we've, again, had a few changes this week. You know, we prepared well. You know, there's no excuses in that space, but you know, I thought, you know, David Havili added a bit again. I thought Will Jordan, you know, his fitness is getting back after COVID, so there were some nice signs there. But it's and I like the way we stuck to what we really wanted to do in that second half. I thought in the first half we got a little bit loose again, but in the second half we really were disciplined with it and gave ourselves a real crack at it. But you know, they're a great opponent. It was a big stage, and we fell short.
All right, we'll leave it at that, Fozzie. I know you've got plenty to do, so, and plenty to work on. So thanks very much for your time. Cheers. Thank you.
Look at this, listen to this. They are celebrating, and they deserve to as well. Mils Muliaina, he was in the middle of this, but he's returned from what seemed like Dublin. We're All Blacks fans at the end of the day. You two are All Blacks, so how are you feeling right now? Pretty tough one to take?
I think so. Absolutely, it is pretty tough. When you see the guys out there, they tried their heart out. I know the start probably was not what they wanted, but as a former All Black, and then I'm standing beside an All Black right now, of course you feel that pain, because it absolutely hurts, and you know what those guys are going through in that changing room tonight, so I absolutely feel for them.
Yeah, I mean, the feelings hurt. Obviously, I know that group really well, and I'm really feeling for them right now. And I also know what's to come. Obviously, it's going to be, open Slater for the media in the next couple of weeks. So it's a tough one to take. But look, Ireland were a class tonight. They took every opportunity, and they showed how good of a side they were. For us, we're just going to have to keep our heads up. And, in tough times, it's really important that you stand tall. Yeah. So we've had a lot of good moments, but, in these bad moments, you've got to stand tall and, look at the positives.
And also be kind, because these athletes are people as well. Well, this man on our screens, he was sensational tonight, wasn't he? He tried and he tried and he just didn't stop, Mills.
And he tried when they really needed him. They were down 22-3 and you need inspiration. When it turns into a dogfight, these are the sort of guys that you turn to, and what do? They stand up and they start going forward and they say, follow me. Opportunities, gets a nice little ball on that inside, scoring opportunity. Unlucky to get penalised as well when he was right there. But they change the moments, they get you back in the game, and certainly he was massive in getting the All Blacks back to, almost winning this game.
Yeah, it was a superhuman second half from Ardie. Man, he just plays so well in the black jersey every time, and he just brings so much spark. And when we needed it most, he showed up. And man, what a player. So yeah, awesome by Ardie tonight.
And also, look at him now. He's one of the few that is still out here signing autographs. He always makes time for people, Mills. These are the things that people don't always see.
It's the small things, isn't it? I mean, humble in defeat. He's out there, he's sharing moments, he's taking photos. It hurts, and he's hurting, but he's still got a smile on his face. Yeah. And that's the character of the man, and a lot of these All Blacks as well. So, but unfortunately, given where we are and how this is the #1 sport in New Zealand, everyone's going to dissect it. But they'll be hurting tonight. Yeah,
Sam Whitelock, another one behind us, are still out here. Mingling with the fans, taking pictures, you can see it. Right, let's go back up to Jeff Wilson and the panel.
Certainly a case where you take a deep breath. You think about things, JK, and there'll be plenty of analysis. We'll talk about this game for a long time. We'll talk about it on the breakdown tomorrow night. But bottom line, JK, the performance they'll look at, they'll know what they're doing right now clearly isn't quite good enough. What are the conversations you expect them to have?
I think there's 3 key points that came out of it for me. The kicking game, I thought they tried early to change it around, but under pressure we went back to kind, the 28s, and we were getting beaten in the air. The second thing, hesitant on defence, which either means you're not completely confident in the defence system or the attack is really good, so we need to sort that out. And our attack at times I thought was good, but still a little bit clunky. So I saw some really good things on attack, a few different plays, but then the timing was a little bit out. So those 3 things need to be fixed up pretty quick.
I'll back that up. I think they looked as if we hadn't, been together for long enough, and that's no excuse. There's no excuse for them for that, but it was as if we just didn't quite know each other. We weren't in sync. The timing was out. The balls were just behind our runners, knocking on the balls that we wouldn't normally. And I think that just shows that maybe we just haven't got that combination that we needed or have had in the past. And it just, to me was hard to see, but it just was just out for us tonight.
So, Suey, who puts up their hand here? Because the players took responsibility after last weekend. They took responsibility for their performance knowing it wasn't good enough. We saw effort tonight. We saw the bottom line, that they went out there and they put it on the line.